Jason Rzucidlo reporting from the 2011 SAE World Congress, and I'm being joined by, what is your name?
Joe Lemieux. I'm the Business Unit Director for Energy Management.
So go ahead and tell me a little bit about this Universal Control Unit.
Okay, the Universal Control Unit is a generic electronic control unit that we use for developing new products and new control systems for vehicles. So for different parts of a vehicle, of a hybrid vehicle, you'll have the batteries, you'll have the motor control, then you have the overall control of the vehicle that decides when to start the engine, when to stop the engine. This system allows us to quickly create a prototype and test whether a particular battery type or a particular supplier's battery or a particular motor works well within the car without having to create an actual production controller that may take up to a year to create your first one. We can do it within hours, have something hooked up and ready to run into a vehicle.
Okay. Now this could be used with like the Chevy Volt or the Nissan Leaf or vehicles like that?
Yes, vehicles similar to that. Now the Chevy Volt and Nissan Leaf will have their own electronics, but early in the Chevy Volt development, when they wanted to put a motor in, they would use something like this to test the concept of the Chevy Volt. Later on they would make the production. So somebody who would want to do a Chevy Volt type of system would use this type of controller.
So now what are some of the companies, OEMs that your company's been working with?
IAV works with all of the major global OEMs, so GM, Ford, Chrysler, in Germany with Volkswagen, Porsche, Audi, BMW. We've worked with all the different companies in some level or another. Our website has a list of all of our customers that we've worked with. We also work with Tier 1 suppliers, and we also work with startups. So a company has an idea and wants to try it, we'll help them test their idea and come up with an integration into a vehicle.
Good. Now, okay, so what would be the cost for something like this for one of the manufacturers?
This is not a production unit, so there isn't a production cost. I'm not sure exactly what the price would be. A lot of times what will happen is, as part of our overall consulting engagement, we will use this in order to provide as a total cost. So we don't sell this as a particular price, and it is not intended for production. It's made for low volume and for testing.
What are some of the other items that your company has on display here this year at the Congress?
Well, IAV has essentially 4 business units that we work very closely with, and a 5th business unit that works across all of them. So we do diesel engines, gasoline engines, vehicle design, which would be vehicle electronics such as instrument clusters, infotainment systems, body electronics, and then vehicle design, the actual body design itself, and ABS, traction control systems. And then our 5th unit is a design group that actually does the detailed design in a CAD system, the mechanical design that can then be put into production.
So how has your experience been this year at the Congress?
It's a very good experience. There's a lot of people here this year. There's a lot of energy in the automotive industry, both the suppliers and the OEMs. There's a big focus this year is on the electronics and electrification of the vehicles. So there is a lot of energy behind hybrid vehicles, extended range vehicles like the Volt, battery electric vehicles, a lot of energy towards energy conservation, ways to get more fuel economy out of the engines. And with the price of gas going to $4 this week, it's a lot of energy in how do we save gas and save oil.
Okay. Any other comments here before we wrap it up?
I'm looking forward to continuing in the auto industry. I've been in the auto industry for a long time. After 2 years of some very, very tough times, looking forward to a very good future.
All right, thanks a lot. Nice speaking with you today.